Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody,
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Sweden. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Kulusevski, Peter, is another Swede of Balkan heritage, and that automatically raises excitement levels. No surprise that he stated who his hero is. I think we're all well aware of that. And I think the playing styles are very different, though, and that comes as no surprise. This guy has got a lot of potential.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. So it's away we go then. Kulusevski. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Asmoon. Gyökeres. Isak. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking to play him in, and he's picked it up out wide. Isak. Cleared without hesitation. Asmoon.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. There they go, hunting again.
Spread to the right, looking for the far post. Gyökeres! That's put paid to the danger. And he's had it nicked away. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So
gets his head on it! Goal, Sweden! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 14 minutes is number 9, Alexander Isak.
Sweden gain their reward with an early goal. And if you have just...
Oh, they could be caught out here.
And he's got away from him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Azmoun aims beyond the defence. Lindelof kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for options for movement. Chance for a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Kulusevski, that's a sharp pass. Great chance! And a neat finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Taremi spread it left. Space for him to turn and look. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they...
Isak! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Godos. That's a little off target. Isak, he'll try from distance! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Godos. Kulusevski. And it's Kulusevski. Thinks about the shot. He's going for goal! And that tested the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Isak. Kulusevski. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Sweden with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Out of play for a throw. Kulusevski. And here's Isak. Tries a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Can he get it through? Kulusevski.
Added minutes has been
Too
indicated.
much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now here's the delivery.
Been there, done that, unfortunately.
Shoots! In he goes again! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
The goal scorer for Sweden. Number
Not so much
9.
sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Just a quick
Well, they're in a
request
great
today for
position,
everybody
Peter,
to
so
please
why
kindly
stop
remove
now?
any
I
cars
would say
parked on
keep
the road
going,
outside
keep
the
at it.
stadium.
They've done everything right so far, so
And
they'll
there
want to
they
keep
are.
things that way.
Please welcome our players, everyone.
Sweden marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. So, into the second half. He's picked his way through. He has a look up. And the finish! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Sweden certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Godos. That pass isn't the best. Elanga. Back towards the middle. To Elanga. Taremi. It's a pretty loose pass. Now this could be a chance. He's having a pop! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Gyökeres. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Lindelof. Elanga.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Always onto this. He's found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... Real chance! Oh, good finish. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Sweden are having a ball here. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Gyökeres. Isak currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Ghoddos. Azmoun. Great vision. Azmoun showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, shooting chance! And that's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 17, Gyökeres.
Iran can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There's the shot! Oh, there's a probing ball. Elanga. Nicely weighted ball. Gyökeres receives it in a wide position. Didn't quite work for him. Tries one from range! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Substitution.
Iran making further changes here, and in quick succession. Elanga does really well to win the ball there. Gyökeres.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Driven in, and the keeper beats it away. And that should get the job done. Ghoddos gets a good foot in there. Now it's Isak. Now there's a fight. Takes a shot! Sweden have their second corner now. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Iran have the chance to go the other way. Into the last 5 minutes. Shapes to shoot! And he's spooned it over the bar. pass has been well intercepted. That's good vision. Gyökeres has it out wide and in space. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ghoddos.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And he was quick to react. Ghoddos. That's going wide left. And that's it. Sweden pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Isak claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Sweden definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
In the green backpack, kindly contact
And all that
the
remains for
nearby member
me
of staff.
is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The crowd rises for the national anthem of South Korea. Well, that was special. Now stand by for this. Sweden have opted for a 3-5-2 here, Jim.
Well, the formation that was once the staple diet of the Italian game and still holds its place. To be honest, Peter, had I gone on to be a coach, this would have been my preferred setup. I think it can service many different approaches, and it could add numbers quite quickly at either end of the pitch. With the right talent, this can be a thriving structure.
We're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm really looking forward to seeing this guy, Kim Min-jae. He's quick, so he has no real issues when it comes to pacey opponents. But his size is a strength too. It's reflected in the amount of duels he actually wins. So he's quite defensively minded, but he does have the ability to get on the ball and move it up the pitch, although it's not something he focuses on.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That has not gone well. Gyökeres, nicely shaped ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Tries to pass it through. Isak! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Sweden make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Played into space, neatly clipped into space, and he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Sweden very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Now it's Isak.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Chance for a shot! Smooth. Tries a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Son Heung-min. Great vision. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looking to play him in. He's beaten the last man. He's having a hit. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Knocks it into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shot a goal! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Terrific effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. He's having a pop! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sweden with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Elanga! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. And here's Isak, looking for options for movement. And that is well cleared. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Isak really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And they've got rid. South Korea have the chance to go the other way. Lindelof. Kulusevski. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Some really good ball movement. Strokes it back. Oh, super! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Corner number 3 coming up. Elanga! He will be livid with himself. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Lee Kang-in, foot in. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is having a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And now he has 2. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Nice looking ball.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Son Heung-min tries to play it through. Kim Min-jae getting this one clear. The referee has given a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. That's the keeper's ball. And we've reached half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Sweden firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline.
To the field.
So right back into the action.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's been hooked away. Sweden have reclaimed it. Wriggles his way through. Son Heung-min. Isak takes a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The goal scorer for Sweden.
And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Number
Oh, how can they be
9.
so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Gyökeres. Cho Yu-min. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. So no flag here. And a chance! Isak with a beautifully timed run.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
There's the shot! And that's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Number 11. Hwang Hee-chan.
South Korea may be down, but not out just yet. And back to the keeper. Lindelof. Isak currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Kim Min-jae. Stood up well to him there. Elanga. That's a cute ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Looking for a runner. And he was alert to it. Kim Min-jae. It's Hwang Hee-chan. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on. Tries one from range! But he's left disappointed.
Elanga really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now that looks a decent ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Elanga. Now that's well seen too. Pass somewhat off target. Gyökeres. He's through here. He has a look up. Well read, and the danger is averted. Son Heung-min. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Oh, perfectly measured that. He is through here. Now that's a fine challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's found a way through. Kim Min-jae gets it away. Kim Min-jae did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's a sharp little ball here. Space for him to turn and look. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Substitutions taking place.
Elanga. Oh, what a ball! Great chance! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Sweden visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
3 minutes added time.
It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Aimed beyond the defence. And the referee brings it to a close. Sweden looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Isak just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Sweden definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Only permitted in designated areas.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. Well, there's little doubt that Spain and Portugal are two of the 21st century's most formidable teams. Both ambitious, both obliged to win, both crammed with incredible talent, but only one can prevail. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. A pair of neighbours ready to go at each other again.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
So it's down to business here. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Goes for the shot! And that has fizzed wide.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Kubasi. Rodri. Pedri. Now it's Morata. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Pedro Neto has it out wide and oh, good effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Grimaldo. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Over to the right flank. Rafael Leao. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's been caught napping. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Fabian Ruiz. Spain are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with...
Williams! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Looking for a runner. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's burst through. Fabian Ruiz. And that has left him in a heap. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's having a go! Ronaldo! Superb! A finish of true class! And Portugal score first! He gave it plenty and some. Smashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
He's having a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And here's Morata, and here's Nico Williams. Pedro Neto. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Pedro Neto does well to get it back. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. The ball is bounced loose now. What a throw in. Rodri really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That is ended up in no man's land. Grimaldo. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now he's got space here. Grimaldo, and it's slung out wide. Now Nico Williams. Diogo Dalot gets across and deals with it. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Denied by an instinctive save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spain are looking to go forward now. Pedro Neto. And it's Dalot. Diogo Dalot. There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Rodri. So a temporary halt to the action. But it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Portugal coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Portugal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. We're already back up and running after half-time. Portugal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Pedro Porro does well not to be outdone there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's an imaginative pass. In with the challenge. Tries to play it through. This might spell to... Shoots! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity and see...
Bernardo Silva! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Fabian Ruiz. That's going wide left. This game already looks like a fait accompli. Now it's Williams. He's got away. Grimaldo. Alex Grimaldo delivers. The shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Vitinha. Cristiano Ronaldo being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, super ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And they've got a throw. Can he get it through? Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Lenormand. Played into space, and he cuts out the supply. Fabian Ruiz. Bruno Fernandes. Dink through. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. No way through. Played out towards the right wing.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Morata. Morata! And that is wildly off target. Nuno Mendes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lenormand calmly anticipates. Spread out to the left. Now it's Williams. Gonzalo Inacio. Now Ruben Diaz. Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes. And it's Vitinha. Rafael Leao, who does have an assist to his name. And it's made its way to him. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a shot! Oh, good finish. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Portugal are having a ball here. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, cracking ball. Tries a shot! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Portugal benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining. He's looking wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, what has happened here? Rafael Leao plays it in. Pedri, Merino, Rafael Leao, and this is Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, off the post, and he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Spain making further changes here, and in quick succession. So the die is cast. It is time for Mr. Crash Bang Wallop.
Yeah, this will make things interesting. He's definitely one of those players who can deliver in a situation like this.
5 minutes to add. Now, can they get him away? And this is Bernardo Silva. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Rodri.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nicely worked. That's really well cleared. Pedro Porro. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Cristiano Ronaldo gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.